Today we are going to read this Murli, which is the original date of this Murli is 26th November 1981. And the title of this Murli is To be a cooperative soul means to be an easy yogi. So there are two things which Baba emphasized or uh, explained in this Murli is one about the value of cooperation. And the second thing is what is an easy yogi or how can we live a life of an easy yogi. We all say that we are remembering Baba and we all are yogis, we are Raj yogis. But it is also very important that how well are we practicing or is our life an easy yogi life. So let us hear from Baba in his own words as it is. So to be cooperative souls means to be an easy yogi. Today, Bap Dada is seeing his self-sovereign Raj Rishi children who are to become part of the future royal family. All of you are easy yogis. That is, you are Raj Rishis. We are all Raj yogis who are going to be the future kings and queens. Okay. And also at the same time, we are also rishis, very pure. Uh, what special blessing does Bap Dada give all you children at this blessed time, at this confluence age? What Baba gives us as a blessing, a very, very special blessing. May you be an easy yogi. There shouldn't be any fight or conflict. Our life has to be very easy. No confusion, no questions, no conflict internally or externally. So Baba is asking us the next question, which is, do you experience this blessing that I am an easy yogi? Or are there times when we fight or we struggle and we say, Baba, I'm trying to remember you, but it's very difficult. Remembrance is very, very challenging. Like Baba says in Sakar Murlis also, uh, being a jnani or being knowledgeful is easy. In knowledge, there are no uh, obstacles of Maya. But the moment we sit in Baba's remembrance, we see different forms of Maya coming in our thoughts. And then it's very challenging at times to remember Baba. So, do you experience this blessing, being an easy yogi? Many become yogis, but only you elevated souls of the confluence age become easy yogis. Since Dwapar, there are so many yogis, different kinds of yogis. There are a lot of Hat yogis in India. But Baba is saying that we all are easy yogis, staying in household, okay, doing a lot of activities like other people do in world, taking care of family, work, everything, and still practicing a yogi life. So this is because you are blessed with this blessing by the Father, the bestower of blessings. To become a Brahmin means to be blessed with this blessing. What is that blessing? An easy yogi. The first blessing you receive at your birth is the blessing of being an easy yogi. That's why we hear this Yogi Bhava, Pavitra Bhava, Pavitra Bhava, Yogi Bhava, right? So, therefore, ask yourself, am I an elevated soul who has received this blessing from the Father, the bestower of blessings, at this blessed time? Hmm? Ask this question for a moment, just pause and check. Am I experiencing this blessing from Baba? Is my life, since the time I am into this knowledge, have I experienced this easy yogi life? Or am I constantly experiencing myself on the battlefield? What is it? Was it an easy life? I'm enjoying my Brahman life? Or am I complaining still? And Baba, I'm having very difficulty in remembering you. Baba, this is the challenge. Baba, that is the challenge I have. Am I constantly complaining, cribbing, crying? What is it? So constantly keep this blessing in your intellect. The more we remember, the more we remind ourselves that no, I am an easy yogi. I am an easy yogi. So automatically we see that everything becomes so easy. Whatever challenges you have, you see that everything will go away. You'll feel that it is a cakewalk then. Why? Because the moment I remember this blessing, and the moment I remember that this is the first blessing I got in my as a Brahmin from Bapdada, then automatically this blessing will help me conquer Maya in whatever form it comes. So constantly keep this blessing in your intellect. This is what it means to have this blessing in your life. And today Baba also reminded us like how to use this blessing, when to use it, or when is the best time that we can remind ourselves. Okay, so this is what it means to have this blessing in your life. So do you constantly consider yourself to be a soul who has attained this blessing and become an embodiment of all attainments? So once we remember this in our intellect, we keep it, we remind ourselves again and again, and automatically we become an embodiment of all attainments. I don't have to ask for anything more. Like in Sakar Murli Baba says, those who like earlier, all these yogis who were who used to go leave everything and go to the forest. They, people used to, provide everything in the forest. Why? Because they are like all good yogis. They had these powers, limited powers, but still they had this power to, you know, uh, uh, draw everything to them, all the comforts like or food that they needed used to reach them automatically. So Baba is saying that that we become the embodiment of all attainments. Okay, or do you also have to labor, constantly struggle? Are you a soul who is constantly blessed? Yes, a beautiful question. Do I feel blessed constantly? And the best way is to thank Baba for all the little things that we have got in this Brahman life. I'm so blessed that I have a beautiful family. I'm blessed that I have a very nice body. I'm so blessed, you know, that I got this knowledge. And everything, every little thing that you can think of for yourself, thank Baba and see how blessed we are. It's the best way to, have that intoxication of being a godly student or being God's child, you know, and being a easy yogi. So the more we remember and be grateful, be thankful to Baba, we feel that we are so blessed. Do you know the way to keep this blessing with you at all times? What is the easiest way of all to do this? Do you know? So Baba is asking these questions, a lot of questions to reflect. And when we think of each and every question, we go deeper and deeper and deeper. So Baba is talking about being an easy yogi, and Baba touched upon all the aspects of being a yogi, right from the first thing that Baba, the bestower of blessings, has given this blessing to us. This is the first blessing that we receive from Baba of being an easy yogi. Then he is reminding us like who we are. An elevated soul will always feel that I'm blessed every time. And again, this is the only thing that he'll have in this intellect. So, what is the easiest way to do all of this? Okay. How do we remember this blessing at all times? Baba is asking us, do you know? So, the best way is what? To cooperate with everyone and serve. to cooperate with everyone and serve. So one thing is cooperation, and the other thing is to constantly give. Only a cooperative soul can be an easy yogi. Many Brahmin souls are unable to experience easy yoga constantly. Why they are not able to experience it? Because maybe they are not being cooperative. Okay, they're still caught up with the questions: how can I have yoga? Where should I focus my yoga? There are no questions in easy yoga. Baba is saying that if you say, or if you call yourself an easy yogi, or you say that we are learning Raj Yoga, which is an easy yoga, then there should be no questions of how can I have yoga or where should I focus my yoga. The connection basically yoga is. So together that with that, you also have this blessing. Therefore, when you have a blessing, you do not have to labor. Blessing basically will make everything easy. You don't have to make an extra effort or struggle. So it is naturally and constant. It means you are the souls who have received the blessing of being easy yogis and will therefore automatically be constant yogis. Hmm. We have received this blessing and we don't have to struggle anymore. We don't have to battle constantly. What is the reason for not being able to do? What is the reason for not being able to be this an easy yogi? You don't know how to take care of blessing and spiritual gift you have received at your Brahmin birth. You become careless in being powerful through your awareness. So what is the root, the cause of we if you're struggling, or if you are still uh, have to labor a lot, the reason is that we forget. So like Baba reminds us every time, this whole drama is also only because of these two things. One is, we know when we have that awareness, and if we forget things, if we are not aware, like in Hindi we say there are only two words which is making a lot of difference, that is smriti and vismriti. If we have that awareness constantly, then everything is possible. I feel that power, I feel that blessing, and I am in complete control of myself, internally and externally. But the moment I forget this awareness of who I am or who is with me, then everything becomes difficult. Everything is so challenging. So, Baba is reminding us again today also that when you become careless in being powerful through your awareness, that is where we have to struggle. So, if you are a Brahmin but not an easy yogi, then what is the speciality of Brahmin life? Hmm. If you're a Brahmin, then you have to be an easy yogi. Even though you have received this blessing, you're still not an easy yogi. Hmm. At what other time would you become this? Constantly keep faith with the intoxication of this as your blessing from birth. Since beginning, the moment I got this knowledge, or from the time I started remembering Baba, and I have complete faith in Baba, from then to now, how is my Brahmin life? Do I have this intoxication? Hmm. Use this blessing to serve all souls. To be cooperative in service is the easy way to be an easy yogi. When I'm in on this godly service, I remember that why I'm doing this or for whom I'm doing this. We remember that we are just instruments, how Baba helps us. If we are trying to do anything for the first time also, still we remember and we see that Baba is helping us. Baba is doing that service through us. How Baba is using us. How Baba is helping us bring out those specialities, that special gifts that we have received in this Brahman life when we start serving, when we start giving back. And it is all Baba who is doing his magic. But the very important thing is we start giving first. And when we start serving, we see that we are giving a lot of cooperation. We are using this aspect in service. We are helping them who are struggling. So cooperation is very, very important. So how to use it and when to use it, or when do we start it? Baba is explaining this. So Baba is saying that to be cooperative in service is the easy way to be an easy yogi. So each day from Amrit Vela, be cooperative. So the first cooperation we need is to ourselves. Keep your main aim in just one word during your timetable for the whole day. And what is that? Cooperation. I have to give cooperation. I have to be cooperative. Celebrate a meeting with the Father at Amrit Vela. Become a master seed and a master world benefactor like the Father. Use the powers you have attained to be cooperative in transforming the attitude of souls and the atmosphere. So what I need to do first is I have to use this word first. At Amrit Vela, Baba is asking us to remember and have just one word. Our aim has to be just one thing, is being cooperative, and use this word or remind ourselves constantly that this is what I have to practice and I have to give cooperation. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is I have to cooperate with myself. I have to remind and remember that I have to be cooperative. Whoever needs help, I'm there. That support, that cooperation that is needed. If I say no, then there are a lot of conflicts. So I have to learn to say yes first. Even if I agree, even if I don't agree, then I have to first begin with saying yes. And that is what is the first step to be cooperative. So be cooperative in giving spiritual water to the whole tree through the seed. And the next thing is from Amrit Vela itself, when I remember that I am the master world benefactor, like the Father, I have to take powers from Baba and then spread it to each and every soul of each and every religion in this entire world, to all the five elements. When I start giving, I'm cooperating. Whatever they need, they're asking Baba. So I be an instrument and then I transfer it to them. So my job is to take it from Baba and to give it to the entire world. So watering the whole tree through the seed. So when you do this, all souls who are all leaves will experience receiving the water of attainment. Similarly, keep the aim of simply remaining cooperative for every task you carry out throughout the day from Amrit Vela onwards. So each and everything that I do, I have to remember that I have to be cooperative. Whether it is in your interaction with others or in looking after your household, always check, did I constantly cooperate in creating a spiritual atmosphere by having good wishes and pure feelings for myself and my companions in my worldly interactions? Or did I only fulfill my duty in an ordinary way and come home? So this is a very, very beautiful and very deep understanding of cooperation. It is not only just saying yes, yes, and following everything like what Baba is saying. But again, on the deeper level, being a spiritual being, an easy yogi, what is my job? This is what we have to do and check that do I have, because when I say yes to something, then again, there shouldn't be a conflict inside. I've said yes, but I don't feel like doing it. Why am I doing? Why always I have to do it? No, no one says yes. I only say yes, and then I have to suffer. So that shouldn't be the case. But again, I should have lots and lots of good wishes for myself, lot of pure feelings for other people, other souls whom I'm serving with or I'm working with. Let it be at home, let it be at work. So that is where I have to experience that cooperation and always ensure that the atmosphere around me has to be very, very light, with no stress, with no feeling of suffering at any point of time. Because the moment I feel that burden, then the whole atmosphere is polluted. You feel a lot of heaviness around. And that is where I miss the bus. That is where I start feeling very, very heavy. I feel that burden. I feel that I have to do this. That ego enters very subtle. So it is very important that I have to take care of myself first. Okay. I have to ensure and ask myself constantly, am I right basically? Do I have a lot of good feelings and good wishes for myself first? And again, like Baba reminded us today, ask yourself, am I an easy yogi? And the second word is, am I being cooperative? Or do I have that cooperation? Am I practicing it? So these two words today are very, very important. And let us practice it in our interactions and uh, our service, whatever we are doing at work or at home. So whatever someone's occupation is, he will do everything according to his occupation, wherever he goes. So this is like something where when we talk about being and doing. So if he is a doctor or whatever the profession is, he will remember always that no, I am a doctor. Deep inside, he'll always remember what his profession is. Even if he forgets, people will remind him, or people will call like, doctor, please come, doctor, please help. So what is he doing? He will always remember what his occupation is, what his role is. Okay, but the moment he enters house, you know, the tags are all left outside. Then he becomes a father, a husband, or whatever his role is, right? But again, he will never forget what his role is. Okay, he will do everything according to his occupation. He will think, he like being and doing, like he will do, in his intellect, he'll always have that awareness that who I am or what my occupation is. So the special occupation of all of you is to be cooperative. How is it that you can forget this? Okay. Like in Ashtashakti, we show this image of, everyone lifting uh, the Govardhan Parvat, like the example that we give every time. So it is everyone's cooperation is very, very important. And I have to first start, cooperating with other people, other souls. So Baba is saying, how is it that you can forget this? When you cooperate in every task, you will automatically become an easy yogi. Let not a single second pass without you giving your cooperation. Forget about others. It is first that I have to give cooperation. And even before you do anything, it has to be within. Like Baba said, I have to have a lot of good wishes and pure feelings for myself, then others. Okay. So check that, am I having a lot of good wishes for myself? Am I having that pure feelings? Not even a single thought of why or why only me. So let not a single second pass without giving your cooperation, whether you are cooperative in your thoughts, words, connections, and relationships, or in your worldly activity, you must definitely be cooperative. Why? Because all of you are the children of the bestower. Hmm? Why are we supposed to do this? Because it is Baba Shrimat. Because God has asked me to do this. Because I am his child. And he is the bestower of blessings. And I have received this blessing from him that I am an easy yogi and I have to be cooperative. Okay. So when I remember this, then automatically it will be easy for me to practice this. Okay. So the children of bestower constantly continue to give. So again, the question is, what do you have to give? Cooperation. Hmm? So this is a very, very simple and easy thing that we can practice of being an easy yogi. I have to give. What do I have to give? Cooperation. First to myself, then to others, my companions, let it be at home or let it be at work. And it's a beautiful thing. If you just take a pause and just ask yourself, I remember one brother sharing this experience when we were doing a, a workshop. And again, the topic was of cooperation. And there were two questions. One was, what is cooperation? And the groups were asked to discuss what cooperation is. So everyone shared their stories or their understanding of what cooperation is. And the second question was quite interesting. When in my life did I receive cooperation? So the experiences. And he shared this one experience. I still remember it. It was years ago, I remember. And he said that when you are constantly giving, okay, the cooperation to others, there will be no point that in your life that you won't receive cooperation. Because when you start giving is when you start receiving. So he shared this one experience, which I still remember, and it was I really loved that experience, and I just can't forget it. He said that once I was traveling abroad, and for some reason he had to pay some extra amount, and he was not having cash on him, or he was not having his cards with him, or there was some difficulty that he was stuck somewhere. And he said that I was in the queue and I was struggling and I was trying to find things or some cash, and I was falling short of some amount. And he said there was one person standing in the queue right behind me. And he said without knowing me, he offered help. He said that don't worry, I'll pay this amount. You can take it from me. And he received that cooperation there. And see how strangers, if you remember Baba, when you're constantly giving, you don't need anyone's, uh, introduction. People will just come like an angel, you know, help you with what you need and just go. Of course, later on, he had exchanged contact numbers and, given him his amount. But again, at that point of time where he was stuck, how he received the cooperation. And that is where Baba is saying that you don't have to do anything different. You just have to remember that you are the child of the bestower, of giver, okay, of the world almighty authority. And Baba is so powerful. Baba has given all his powers to us, all his blessings to us. And what is our job now is to give whatever we have received from Baba to the entire world. So we just have to keep watering the tree, all the leaves, everyone. So when you start giving, you start receiving, and you'll also receive a lot of cooperation from others. So in our life also, we have experienced this at some or the other point of time. So today, let us take an opportunity, and whenever you find time, ask yourself, like, when did I receive cooperation in my life? How did, how and when did Baba help me? Maybe through anyone. And of course, we'll have a lot of stories. And then you ask yourself, did I experience being an easy yogi that time, because automatically from the bottom of your heart you'll just say, thank you so much, Baba. And that is where that magic begins. That love, when we experience that support at the right time, that cooperation from people or the souls that we are with, it is a very, very different feeling than different love that we experience with Baba. And we just say thank you. And that thank you means a lot. So we take a pause here today, and we continue with the rest of the Murli on Monday. And it's a beautiful opportunity for us to reflect today and tomorrow. And then we come back, and then we continue with a deeper understanding of what cooperation is in Baba's words. So we take a moment of pause right now and remember Baba, and then continue with the churning today. I'm sure you'll have a lot of things to share. So we'll sit in silence for a minute. Om Shanti. Thank you. And what were your takeaways from today's Murli? Anyone would like to share?
Om
Om
Shanti.
Om Shanti Dattabai.
Om Shanti.
Dattabai, can you hear me?
Now I can.
No, I'm actually outside. But I just liked one word over here, Sahayog is Sahajyog. And I like the way Baba spoke about from a lot of things really I would like to share, but there's so much noise over here around. Just one thing I would like to I would like to hear from you. How is Sahajyog is equal to Sahayog? And also the thing from Amritela, he said detached observer, positive things for yourself, positive things for others, good wishes and good feelings. If you could really share some more on it about Sahaj Yoga and Sahaj, at least I'll get the opportunity to listen to you because I don't think I can share much here. Sahaj Yoga, Sahayog is equal to Sahaj Yoga. And really, what is it really Sahaj Yoga, easy yoga? Or is it a fallacy we are talking about? If you could also share that, I would appreciate it. I don't know whether I can respond to it, but I'll be listening to you, please. Om Shanti.
Sure. I will share, but before that, would anyone like to share anything from today's Murli so that I kind of conclude and continue after you're done? Bijit bhai would like to share something?
Om Shanti. So, beautiful Murli. So, Baba says, to cooperate and serve is the way to remain an easy yogi. So, when we start giving cooperation, then eventually our yoga stage will also improve and we will become an easy yogi. And then Baba highlighted that, the reason, that we have to maintain that awareness, right? So, what was that? That awareness that we need to maintain, right? To care that children become careless, right? Maintaining that awareness. That Baba mentioned when giving that blessings, right? So we all are blessed.
Mm.
That spiritual gift that we get, right? That blessings that we get. So we have to remember that at this time, we all are blessed with this Sahaj Yogi, easy yogi blessing, and we just have to use it. I mean, we have to use it in this, and I think we have to keep it, keep this maintained as awareness throughout. And then we we can experience it. Yeah. So Sahaj Yogi, I mean, easy yogi thing is very it's very interesting because just a small thing to share. In if you see some people, when they come to center, they don't really do a lot of meditation, but they start giving sahayog, cooperation, and that cooperation is actually a good karma for them, right? It's a good act at which they are giving. So eventually they will understand yoga, some part of the yoga, and then they start meditating, and they themselves will benefit a lot. And eventually they will become a easy yogi.
Beautiful.
Right? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anyone else?
Look at it in a lot of our families, for example, in my family, I'm the only one who is in Gyan, while my whole family is supporting. So they are giving me this yoga to what is intentional or what is something which I, the soul, wish to do. Now, in turn, it's only because they exist is where I'm able to be free to do what I wish to do, what Baba wants me to do. So, Sahyogis or giving Sahyog is actually contributing for a higher purpose. It's been free from personal interest, is supporting the soul to what the other soul wishes to do. And if we go back to even the business world, today a lot of things is going in in association. There's one organization will be in association with others to perform the final task, which is an acceptable fact. Now that is possible only because there is a lot of cooperation between the various organizations which are coming together for a common business or a common goal to be achieved. So the bottom line is cooperation is something which takes the whole task, the whole goal, the space of being to a higher level.
Very good. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. And today's Murli is it's a easy yogi, and he made us a easy yogi by cooperation. And one thing I got the point that must be a sprinkling spiritual water. That I like very much. The sprinkling of positive spiritual water is to others and through our cooperation. Every second we have to remember the one word only: cooperation, cooperation, cooperation. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family from Amrut Vela. Only cooperation is the one thing that gives us everything. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
So now when we yes, anyone else?
Yeah, just one more line. Yeah, just adding on. Yeah, this cooperation, right? So when just that Ashtakshakti shows, right, that cooperation, everyone giving their finger, and then a huge mountain is uplifted. So similarly, when there are many people who are ready to give cooperation uh, in that way, we can accomplish even a big task, right, without having to do or without having to put much effort. When the numbers are more, then the effort will come down. It will become easy. So here, and another way is giving cooperation and also taking cooperation. Right? Those who give cooperation, eventually they will get cooperation, right? Because you will get only what you give.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So,
Dattabai, as I said, I just wanted this one thing. I agree with all the views of cooperation and all given, but can you just say, I from the Murlis, I'm not able to strike at it now, and I'm not even a thing to give. कैसा वो equation है? Sahayog is equal to Sahajyog. Just that one thing. If you could just really translate it well. Otherwise, whatever Baba said is totally fine. I just want you to, if up to you really have the thing of making those equations. That's why I asked.
I was about to just start and share my thoughts also. Like Baba is a magician, you know, he will make complicated things very, very simple. And when Baba is putting it in these words like Sahyog and Sahaj Yog, or how, you know, cooperation is helping us be an easy yogi, is if you see like I like to pick very simple examples. Like I see we have a lot of matas coming to center, right? And when they are just alone in Gyan, like I have seen that, let's say if their husbands are just dropping them for Murli class every day, and eventually I've seen that from my own example also, like you just start giving that little, you know, cooperation to our family members, whoever are in Gyan, knowingly, unknowingly, we just do our bit, maybe out of our love or responsibility, we are just doing it. And we have no idea about what this knowledge is. But slowly, slowly, how Baba is actually helping us, you know, become a Sahaj yogi is when you start understanding knowledge, then it's not an effort. Because I still remember, like, since the time I came in knowledge, I ever said that yog nahi lagta, yeah, it's very difficult for me to, you know, remember Baba. That is the gift that maybe I have received in this Brahmin life. Like I hear in a lot of classes, or I hear it from a lot of people saying that you know, it's very difficult for me to, you know, remember Baba, or I just forget or whatever. But that has never been my uh, you know, I mean, that thought has never touched my mind. And that is where I felt that, you know, how knowingly, unknowingly, when you start give cooperation to others, is how we receive it in return, or how we get it back in return as a blessing. And that is where Baba said that, you know, it is a blessing wherein you don't have to labor, you don't need that extra effort, or you don't have to struggle, or you don't have to battle it in any way. So that is how we just have to do our bit, is first take care of your mind and see if there is any negative thought. Let's say if you are planning to do some service, or let's say you haven't done any task before. Like I still remember initially when when Rakiben asked me to read English Murli, and I said no, I am so used to English Murli, Hindi Murli, and I have never read it. And she just said one statement I still remember, and I remind myself sometimes if I have to do something which I have never done before, I just remember this. And she said, like, you are not supposed to, who asked you to do it? Baba will do it through you. And that one statement actually made a lot of difference in my life. That when we say that I have to do it, no, you first cooperate and say that, yes, I will do it. You know, that, yes, you know, coming from you is actually your cooperation to yourself. You don't have to do anything differently. You just have to understand that uh, what my dialogue is, or what my response is to every situation internally first. And when you give that cooperation to yourself, then you see that there's a lot of cooperation you receive. And then you see that, you know, maybe that whole environment that you get in is quite supportive. You know, they cooperate in so many different ways that maybe you have never expected it before. So these are like few things which I felt like, you know, maybe my through my experience or my understanding of this knowledge is, you know, you, like what Baba said, is you give and you receive, but you receive in so many unexpected ways that you have never thought of before, or no one would have imagined. That is how Baba helps us. And that is why Baba says that you just remember me. and then Baba will take care of everything. But very important is when you learn to cooperate, or when you understand what cooperation is when your life will become a easy yogi life. And being an easy yogi is nothing but Baba's. I remember Baba automatically. I don't have to take an extra effort or say to myself that no, this is, I have got time now, I'll remember Baba. No, but Baba will come naturally to you. Even like if I'm just standing on the roadside waiting for an auto, maybe I say Baba and I see the auto in front of me. And that is the magic that we experience. Every Brahmin experiences, I know. But again, that's how Baba is with us constantly. And it starts, with cooperation. And again, being an easy yogi is nothing but this is what we experience in our lives. We don't have to wait. We don't have to struggle. We don't have to, beg for any kind of support or cooperation from anyone. So that is what being an easy yogi is. Like Baba always says that you are my children. I love you so much and I know what you need. So even before you have that thought in your mind, it's there in front of you. So that is what being an easy yogi is. That is what Baba's love is for us, and which we have never received in the entire cycle from whoever, even the DT in the DT form also. That what we are receiving right now in this Brahmin life or at this confluence age. So that is what our easy yogi life is, which Baba said that after Dwapar also, like all the rishis and yogis, whatever had happened, maybe Hat yogis and whatever forms of yogis we have heard so far, even they have not experienced this life. And that is what our life is. And when we remember these things, that's where we'll have a lot of intoxication and a lot of faith and love for Baba. Um, I hope I was able to answer your question, Girjaven.
So I think I can just get out cooperation is equal to blessings from the self and others, is equal to connection, is equal to easy yogi. I think that's what I could gather. Because I am experiencing it, let me tell you. I get all cooperation from my family. But I'm the only one in the family, Dattabai over here. But the respect which I get for what I do from everyone, whoever are there in my family, I think I'm really blessed. And I think that's what even helps me in connecting to Baba. Even I have never found it difficult to think of him. And I also think like that conducive, that atmosphere, somewhere it's created. So I think that's how I take it from what you spoke. It's a blessing you get. You needn't expect everyone to do what you're doing. But the kind of acceptance and love, like for example, I was just telling you, I was walking in a temple today. That's why I couldn't talk to you. I just saw many people just smiling at me, and I was just thinking, Baba, what is it? I didn't smile at them, and they're smiling. So many people, and some people just smile, stopped and waited for me to pass. I don't know. And I was reading, you're hearing your Murli. I just wanted to, but I love this equation. I think it's a deep understanding still I have to go through. Am I really giving that cooperation? I have to check myself. Am I cooperative to myself and the family? I think, yeah, thank you very much, Dattabai. Om Shanti.
You're most welcome. Thank you for stirring my soul and bringing all of these things out. You always do that, and I thank you for that. Great. So let us sit back.
One quick announcement
Yes, please.
before we start meditation. I will share my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So this coming Sunday, we have a special master class from BK Herman sister from Madhaban, and the topic is me as a miracle. So this flyer is already shared in WhatsApp group. So those who wish to attend, make it and, can take the complete benefit of the session. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you, Databai, for meditation.
Thank you. Thank you. So let us sit back. And I look at myself. A very special child of the bestower of blessings. Sparkling star. Blessed in all different ways. I feel that energy around me of God's love, of God's blessings, God's powers. And I see that aura spreading all around, completely protected. And I see myself as a Raj Rishi, Raj Yogi, Tapasvi. And I see myself sitting on the globe and experiencing that light of Shiv Baba, full of light, full of powers, that shower on me. I see myself completely charged with Baba's light. And I see this light flowing through me in the entire world, on this globe. Each and every being on this planet is covered with light, with God's love, God's powers. See yourself spreading this light, and each and every soul is receiving the cooperation that they need from Baba. Every soul is drawn to Baba, and every soul is receiving Baba's message. I see myself spreading this light, and I'm enjoying this experience of spreading Baba's love and light. And with this experience of spreading light, I bring up my awareness back in this body. And I see that light spreading in my entire body. Each and every cell is full of light of Baba's love and powers. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Databai. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, you all have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.
And wish you all a happy new year. Let's take this homework of checking ourselves as every moment am I a soul which is cooperating with self and others? Om Shanti.